Hello, everyone.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah now, yes sir. Oh yeah now, oh well, oh yeah. Yes sir. Well it's my lab, and sickness and peace. Yeah, yo I wonder who I'll be. Yo I wonder who I'll be. And so I think, who'd have thought that it would come to this? The place where I'm at, in the places that I've been, the people that I've known and the people that I'm with. How we've been seen together, show me where the puzzle fits. The past isn't fixed, so I write my own script according to circumstances within. I couldn't imagine even a little bit the answer with a midst. If you told me to guess, that's the secrets that I've told and the secrets that I've kept with the people that I've loved and with whom I share my bed. What I had pictured in my head was cloudy at best, hard not to be upset, easy to be stressed when you don't know what you want, but hey, what you get when you don't know what you
Welcome to the Thursday stream.
Hello, everyone.
My name's Connor. This is Ben.
I'm glad he knows. I'm surprised he knows my name, to be honest.
We're going to do a quick update stream.
The TV that's sitting right there just says we can't detect your remote now.
What an amazing piece of technology that the television we use.
I love how you take a photo of it.
The television we use just is displaying an error message that it can't.
I love that. That's great.
If
Listen, people come here for the true 7.5 out of 10 content.
We have a television that we use as a monitor, and the TV said, "Yo, is your remote nearby? No, you can't use me." That's what it says right now.
What? Well, anyway, how's everyone's Thursday doing? Our warehouse is infested with crickets again because it seems like the second that summer starts to go away and it rains, just thousands of crickets just come out of nowhere. And it's quite gross, and I don't like it. I picked up a box and there was like 30 crickets underneath. So it's crazy. It's like a Waco thing.
Yeah, Waco has issues with crickets. Oh, well, then the remote.
It's been one of those days.
Oh!
Sorry for going live late. We've been doing a bunch of boss stuff today, being bosses and doing boss stuff.
And not like in the Lonely Island way, like our vocations as employers. We're having to take care of some things.
Yeah. We're like running a company now, which is kind of crazy. So it's insane. But welcome to the update stream. I told Connor, I was like, we finished our meeting, and I'm like, we got to do stream. We got to do stream. Short 20-minute stream.
I was just going to put it off.
No. We got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, so let's go on to the first one. What do we got?
Hametsu, big Hanuzu.
Massive Hamtaro update today. As of right now,
Monday.
I hated that. I did not like that. The air freighted books, if you have been living under a rock or something, we used our own gold coins to cover the cost to air freight.
Thank goodness I looted so much as a geisha.
Yeah, exactly. So much. We had to slay a bunch of extra Oni to like take all of their money.
Yeah.
And we did that. And now we air freighted all the
businessmen.
We air freighted all the books. Tracking, they are in Indianapolis right now. Tracking says they will be here Monday.
Yeah.
If they arrive Monday, we are ready to start fulfillment. Most likely by Tuesday, definitely by Wednesday.
We are prepping.
Everything's prepped. I think the team is putting the last few campaign minis in their blister packs, but we've got shelves full of terrain kits that are finished and miniatures that are done. So it's ready to go out. And that's why we decided to air freight them. We wanted to get people their copies. And we're super pumped for it. I know I can probably speak on Doug's behalf that he's super excited for people to see the book. Connor showed the book off the other day. Looked awesome.
I dropped it on the ground.
Oh, you did do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna step on it. There's like a full gaming table that's just like sitting on the ground here.
Should I take a photo of it?
No, you don't need to do that. It's a mystique. People will think it's crazy. Is there going to be a fulfillment party? I don't know. We're just going to get it done and see how we feel after.
Yeah, well, it's a little weird because, as we've stated, it's just the backers. So just if you order during the normal back room event window. So technically not fulfilled with all the other books. Those are just being freighted normally, weeks away from fulfilling those. But after fulfillment, which potentially will happen by the end of this week, maybe, we'll see. Sorry, end of next week, once we get books, I'm thinking about Monday. If we finish fulfillment by the end of next Friday, which there is a possibility we will do that, then the miniatures, all of that extra goodie stuff that hasn't been available will be online and available.
Yep. Because at that point, it'll just be generalized stock, and the book will be the only thing that will be late pre-order. So pretty big news for that. I'm really excited to be able to get that stuff on the website and get it available. We're going to probably be adjusting a few packs sizes, things like that, but it should generally be pretty close to what it was in the back room.
Yeah.
Give or take a couple of things. I would say the Oni is one of the only examples.
Oni
is only. That's weird.
We're going to be splitting up some products in a manner to make them better to buy.
Yeah, make them just easier, more straightforward to buy. Where that leaves digital content, still not quite sure what we're going to do with that, but there'll probably be some form of that down the line, whether that'll be next week or in the future.
In like Flynn.
Hey, that basically kind of covers Hametsu. So most likely, if fulfillment starts next week, you will know about it because we'll be telling everyone about it.
And people will be getting
We'll be
shipping
posting about it
notifications.
on socials a lot.
Yeah.
If for some reason,
were we not ready for Don't Look
go
Back?
back, go back, go back. If for some reason you need to change your address or any of that kind of stuff, if you already reached out, every address change request that we have, as far as I know, went through. So if for some reason you're like, "Ooh, I moved in the last 2 months, I should probably update my address," you should probably email us about that. But
Yep.
for most of you, you should be fine. So
Yep. Now we're ready?
Mhm.
Don't Look Back, part 2.
Okay,
Ben Boogaloo.
spoke to our, I guess, account manager for the printer yesterday. Got an updated time frame on the DLB book. Again, they're routinely running a little bit behind. Every time they give us a date, they're like
another day.
they're like
another 2
behind.
days.
So the print run is slated to finish at the end of this month.
End of September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a week and a half later than what they originally quoted us.
Okay.
So they will have, I'll lay it out, they will be able to ship us our production sample, so a fully finished book, the last week of September.
Okay.
As soon as I know that date, I'll be able to give you that date, but that's the time frame they gave us as of yesterday. And I'm kind of trying to keep on them about that and being like, when is it going to be finished? At that point, the print run will be finished and it'll be ready to ship. Now, we're still trying to make some choices about what we want to do with that. We've been having some internal discussions about that.
If you followed Hametsu, you know that we just ponied up to get all of the backers' hardcover slipcase copies over here so we could get them to you guys. We ran the numbers for Don't Look Back to do the same thing, and it is close to 4 times the cost to do.
It's a lot of money. I don't get sticker shock very much these days, but I got the invoice and I was like,
it would be about. I mean, we'll be transparent.
I mean, it was over $10,000.
Yeah, it would be over
freight.
10,000 to air freight. And now we don't have an extra 10,000 laying around.
Yeah, that's ludicrous.
Now we have come up with some ways potentially that if because if the book run is done end of September, they air freight it to us. You could get your copy by Halloween. There could
actually no, I don't want to say that at this
just
point.
books. I'm just saying.
Books, yeah.
There's a potential that we could work something out like that.
Sure. There is the timeline is more favorable, right? But essentially what we're looking at now is, and we talked about this a little bit with Hametsu. With Hametsu, we just went ahead and paid it because we could afford it, and it's something we wanted to do. With Don't Look Back, obviously that cost is way more than we can wear as a business. I would love to be able to, but we just can't. And we're looking at ways for, if you want to pay the additional and just have your book air freighted, we can allow you to do that. Now, I've been talking to Matt, and if there's a way that we can have a product on the website that maybe is like a special item card or something, so that way you get also something small physical out of it as well, and it's not just paying for boring shipping.
Yeah.
I would say that extra amount would be somewhere between $10 to $15 at my current estimation. Because essentially the print run's done, and before they put it on the ship, we can do that for a week and then tell them, I need you to air freight 100 copies, because 100 people, they're like, yeah, I want it now, right? So that's what we're looking at. We will most likely make a final decision on if we're going to go down that route by early next week. Definitely after the Hametsu fulfillment is done. We just kind of want to get through that. And then I also need a really solid time frame from the printer of when that production sample is going to be done.
Yeah.
The other thing is, sure, we could put that up right now, and anyone who wants to pay for it, we could have a few weeks of people doing that. But I don't want to take people's money until I've seen the production sample. Because that seems really weird. Because if I get the production sample and all the pages are upside down, or they've printed a cookbook on the inside of the Don't Look Back book or something crazy.
People would want that more.
A Don't Look Back cookbook would actually be pretty sick, though, just saying.
It's all meat-based recipes.
There's a couple of things, time frame-wise, that, again, we're just trying to be super transparent with you about like why we're doing these types of things. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to take any money from people, just on the off chance that we get that production sample and it's defective somehow. And then someone who paid an extra $15 thinking they'd have a chance to get it by Halloween, well, it doesn't matter at that point. So just really trying to figure out the best way so people are like happy with maybe paying for the airframe.
Yeah, so we're planting this seed right now that there is the potential that end of September, when we receive the production sample, there will be a limited window of time.
And it would,
as in days.
Most like the max, it would most likely be a week.
Yeah,
Because-
that you could potentially pay for a little item of some sort and expedited shipping. That is a potential. There will be a limited window. Once that happens, we would get all those books air freighted, and the rest would go on a boat. There is no backseas. There's no late orders. So we're planting that seed right now to marinate.
Yeah. And we've said this before. Chat about it in the Discord. We'd love to kind of hear some of your thoughts. It's a little bit different for us. It is a little weird because like I don't want people to feel excluded if they can't afford the extra and then they're like out. So there's a bit of, we really need to tread lightly because we're trying to be respectful of the people that have already pre-ordered. At the same time, like they're still going to get their copy. It's just going to be a little late.
Yeah.
You know? Which is a bummer, but it's kind of just been one of those things we've been dealing with. So, you know, feel free to share your thoughts in the Discord or email us or any of that kind of stuff. We want to definitely hear all sorts of perspectives.
Do you have any other crafty ideas in which we could accomplish that goal of getting the books here and getting them out earlier?
Yeah, if you yourself own a 747 and we can put the books on there and you can fly them and like fly over our warehouse in Waco and like
Just
push
like
them out,
one book per seat,
I'd love
buckled
that.
in.
Yep. I'll give you a free book, you know. Yeah,
That was me
yeah.
being an airline.
Yeah, you do like the exits of this way and stuff. Cool. Other than that, the book is printing. I would say it's almost done.
It's also it's also digitally available.
Yeah,
to
you have the PDF, and everything else for Don't Look Back is going really well.
Yeah.
I mean, MDF's being cut. We got miniatures being cast. Where Connor and I are finalizing a couple of the molds. Let's see. I sent the last few expansion cards to the playtesting channel, and they're proofing those, and all of that stuff gets printed here in the US. So that's like
Much
the
faster.
turnaround time on that is like a few weeks. So that's why we're doing that at this point. Let's
Yeah.
see. That's I
That's
mean,
about it.
everything's going really well for Don't Look Back. Honestly, it's been going super well. The digital content is the only thing. STLs, that kind of stuff. That's still like on my slate for late September, early October. I'm gonna keep people updated whenever I can get those finalized and supported and uploaded. It won't really take me that long. I just block out the time to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Lunar update. As you guys know, last week we had boxes and books and dice. We have finalized all of the lunar molds, and they are in production right now with James, our magnificent caster. And at this point, we are waiting on the item decks. The cards, they've been ordered.
yeah,
they
the
are
cards.
shipping.
No, they've shipped.
Yeah, they're
Shipped.
on a truck currently on the way to us. When do they show up? Who knows?
Yeah.
But as soon as I do, very soon, then we're going to start packing that up. Now, it'll be hitting they'll probably show up on Monday with the Hametsu books.
I'm thinking more late next week.
But
honestly.
either way, we're going to take care of Hametsu first and then go to Lunar. So next week will be a very big fulfillment week between Hametsu, followed up by the Lunar. And then we're just producing DLB after that.
Did you tell him we got the dice?
I
Some
told-
dice?
I showed it off.
I didn't
some
tell you
of the
this,
dice.
but the factory said they located the other box, maybe. So the missing box of dice.
So, First Factory sent us 2 boxes.
Yeah.
We got them redirected, but LOLJK, we didn't. We ended up getting 1 box after it went all the way back to China, and they freight forwarded it to us. The second box may have been found.
That's what they said. I'm
But
waiting
then
on confirmation.
We have a second factory that
Yep.
we actually had cheaper dice from.
Yep.
That
and
we
those
ordered.
shipped 2 days ago.
They shipped 2 days ago, and then he contacted you, that factory, and he said, "Hey, by the way, we overran these by 200. Do you want them?
Yeah, do you want the extra? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we have a lot of hazard
We have a
dice now.
lot of dice on the way.
We got a question. How about lunar terrain? In regards to back ordering, or
We have it on the shelf. It should
it
be
should
going out.
be, it should be ready to ship.
Are you talking about new lunar terrain? Because we have some stuff locked and loaded. This is something we haven't talked about. We were slated. We are now overdue on a project. We said that lunar RS2 potentially would hit in August. That's what we are aiming for. It is now September. There is not a lunar RS2. Through lunar RS2, we are working to create a solo version of lunar. And
Malev's writing it.
Malev's
We've said that before.
yeah. At first, it was going to be like, here's the solo rules. But at this point, it's like, here's the solo rules. It's not going to be 600 pages thick. But there is a lot more potential there than I think we realized. So we have put that on hold for the time being. It's obviously August, and we haven't delivered on RS2. But RS2 is still in the works, and we're fleshing it out to a degree that I think is well worth the wait.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's about it for Luna. I mean, again, everything's going really well. We told people September. I mean, unless the cards go missing, like, we should still be able to hit that time.
Are they being shipped to Lubbock?
They're
did we-
not.
did we
I'm
check
pretty
the
sure
address?
I checked that. So yeah, that's Luna's. Yeah, it's great.
Excellent. Mobile Arms
Whoa.
update.
I forgot about this one. This is part of the update stream now. That's cool.
It is part of the update. Stream. We just have constant new projects.
We are
in the
heading
update.
into the home stretch with Mobile Arms in
Yeah.
the back room. If you have not gotten your pre-order, 22nd is when it ends.
You set the end date.
There's a timer on the website, and that is a hard end to that. So,
Hello, Voxel Forge.
oh, hi, welcome. It's been going great. I mean, we've been making mechs, we've been selling mechs.
We've been mobile arming.
Yeah,
We've been arming our mobiles.
got these two mobile arms right here.
Thanks for the support on
Hey,
mobile
Malev's
arms.
rating with
Oh my
43
goodness
people.
gracious!
People are coming in, they're gonna be like, wait, Doug came from the Malev raid.
Malev, you can't welcome the raid as a raider, my man.
That's so funny. Doug's sitting there just watching Malev's stream, and
That's great.
Um,
So we're talking about mobile. If you came from Malev's chat, we're going to be speaking about some Malev things shortly.
yeah, we'll give you a little taster. No, Mobile Arms is going great. I just want to thank everyone for their amazing support so far. Also on behalf of Corey, I know he's in chat, but it's doing really well. We're having a lot of fun with it. If you haven't jumped on board and you're kind of curious about pre-ordering, then do it.
Yeah,
because
you
it's
should get in there.
We put up some fresh stretch goals, gifts, bonus, whatever we call them. I don't know. And then that way we have some more goals we can hit. We have an idea of where it's going to end up total wise, so I feel like we're doing pretty well on that. And right now we're going to try and get stuff for Mobile Arms into production as soon as we can.
Right. So now that we're making our molds in house successfully, woo.
Yay.
We have this like constant workflow, and we have a few of the VHSs for DOB that we need to polish off over here. We have some contract casting that we're looking at doing. A little nod there. But after that, the molds are going to be mech molds.
Nothing
So
but mess.
we're finally getting all of our production, MDF, casting, printing, all that sort of stuff, to the degree where Mobile Arms will deliver pretty darn quick.
I
Feels
mean,
like.
yeah. I mean, unless the numbers like explode, like towards the end, where it's like we told people January, right? Which is like us being very safe.
right, because we
but-
don't want to like have to ship it December 20th.
Yeah, exactly. It either goes out before December or it waits till January. 'Cause
Yeah.
shipping in December is a nightmare.
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep you updated on all of that. But the plan is once the backroom finishes, we're gonna try and just get stuff into production. Corey's been really hard at work finalizing the editing on the book and a lot of the cards and stuff. So once
Yeah.
those are done, those will go off to the printer. all pretty straightforward at this point, really.
It's nice to put out a project, sell a project, and then deliver a project. Imagine
I know. Imagine.
if the worst part about having like a pseudo crowdfunding campaign being trying to figure out the plural of Abraxas. Abraxi? Abraxas?
I was gonna say something really like burning. I had to hold my tongue. Anyway, this ain't the venue for hot takes.
No,
Get that on.
no, it's just the venue for making a product and delivering on
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Which, I get it. We have Famitsu and Don't Look Back. It's getting there, okay? It hasn't been 5 years, all right? That wraps up Mobile Arms. It'll be delivering. I mean, it's going to be a pretty straightforward process, like Ben was saying. So we're looking at wrapping up almost all of our projects in this year, which would be pretty great.
We would love to end the year and just finalize as much stuff as possible. Anyway, Matt there with the
just throwing it out there.
Cheeky takes.
We'll switch over to general updates.
Oh, actually, this is a good question. What happens to the tiers of the backrooms if we don't unlock them? Will you get trapped in the backrooms forever and you can't escape?
No, that's next year's project.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. The point of a backroom, and we explained this, we have this initial scope of an idea. Like, if there was 2 people that bought Mobile Arms, we would deliver them that original product, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in that scope of an idea, there's a lot of things that get cut from game development, or a lot of like little rabbit holes that you wish you could go down.
Mm-hmm.
And those are those unlocks. So if they don't get unlocked right now, that doesn't mean that they don't exist. It just means that they will exist down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely, it'll be some content that hits next year in some form or fashion for Mobile Arms. If you look at our previous games, we have Don't Look Back and the Cursed Crates, which we will be getting back into once we deliver this big second revision. With Lunar, we have these supply drops that we've done with RS1. We try to support the games through these manners, and that content will get pushed through. The content that is listed is, again, stuff that we talk to Corey and say, hey man, what else would you like to do? Where would you like to see this game go? Because, and that's kind of the point of this whole thing, if we can get enough excitement for it, then we can build that customer base, we can build up the game, push the rulebook to a point that through normal development may take 1.5 years or 2 years of like a production cycle. Instead, we just get it all out there at once.
But to answer your question though, if something doesn't get unlocked, it most likely won't. I know sometimes with Kickstarters, they're like, "Ooh, we'll unlock it anyway at the end." We most likely won't do that because, again, we want to keep things within scope and just make sure that they're achievable.
Yep.
We'll see. You know, we're happy to look at any type of scenario. Will there be a restock on Yafsiga tokens? I almost reordered them the other day and I didn't. I will reorder them at some point. I know they've been out of stock for a long time, but they'll be back. Gold Reaper 4. Yes, Matt and I are working on Gold Reaper for this year. I can tell you definitively we will not be selling a Gold Reaper expansion if the Don't Look Back backroom hasn't shipped. I have a ton of other horror stuff coming out, miniatures and stuff, but we don't feel comfortable just selling more DLB stuff if like we're still essentially like back ordered on DLB stuff.
Yeah.
Matt and I have an idea for something really fun, so there'll be more on that. I think Connor's touched on it in previous streams, but we're going to do something. We're going to do something fun. So
I apparently ruined things, which I don't think I did because he just said what I said.
yeah, let's get Doug in here.
Doug!
You guys want a special little preview of something that Doug and Malev have been tinkering away on?
You turn on the overhead lights.
Ooh, special. Oh shit! Now come in here. Talk about.
You don't want to.
There's not room for 3.
Yes, I'm
No,
gonna
just
stay.
show it off. It's fine.
Okay.
Just show it.
Well, we need your moral
They're not going to be able
support.
to see it anyway.
Look at this. Look at this incredible kit.
Oh,
It's
it's a
amazing.
black
Look
square.
at that. Isn't that?
So cool.
You guys may recognize this. I love box. You may recognize this. Here, give me your pen. This form factor. This one is not magnetized yet. But
I sent them back.
come October 4th, a few short weeks away, You love demonship. We have a surprise for you. Pit Lord.
Pit Lord terrain.
It comes blurry. It's pre-painted and out of focus.
You need like LASIK to be able to even see it.
What if we just do this?
Set it up on the chair.
What if we move the camera?
Someone was like pro streamers in the chat, and I'm like, nah, man,
Yup.
you must be new here. None of these streams are any good.
Badly.
This is what people come. Whoa.
There it is. There it is. Some stuff.
Zoom.
Whoa.
What is we gonna-
Whoa.
I assume.
That's enough of a
that was
preview.
almost bad.
That's enough of a preview. Everyone go home.
Great.
Yes, that is pink. That is pink.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh,
super
yeah.
All right, Doug, set this up while I hold the camera.
Listen, guys, this is the content that you came here for.
Look at
so-
that. This is a prototype model.
Yeah, there are a little couple changes.
It's more bubblegum pink, but it is popping.
Very pink.
Camera.
Oh, I put that dude on.
Other ones.
I did. There you go.
Look at that.
Wow.
It's like demonship, but cosmic fantasy. I like trade.
I'm gonna need to Google that actually.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna be getting sued.
With such amenities like saw trap.
This is maybe the worst sneak preview of a product I think
100%.
in existence.
100.
Do you like blurry products?
Maybe buzzsaw action.
Oh, wait, this game has traps in it?
Maybe
Oh.
Pokeboys.
Pit Lord is for girls. Yeah. Girls only.
Ways witches.
Barbecue grills.
Barbecue. Where you store your charcoal. This is where you get rid of your ass.
Oh. Great. That's awesome.
And are you happy about that?
No.
Are you happy with what just occurred?
Bye, everyone. I want to leave. But I can't. There's so much stuff all over the floor.
Across the gaming table.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Thank you.
Uh,
big week next week.
We're
If-
gonna ship stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna ship Hametsu next week, followed up by Lunar. Pit Lord, October 4th, on its way. Mobile Arms, ending soon. Get in there if you haven't.
If you have any questions about Pit Lord, join the Discord and ask Malev directly there. That's a cool place to hang out.
Pit Lord.
I heard that everyone in there is really attractive.
Pit Lord.